what we're seeing again from Sunsparks, you always feel like Onic PH are having like better control of the game, and then all of a sudden Sunsparks just turns around with one good team fight. It happens almost always later than what is happening now, but that is such a crucial pickups coming up from Sunsparks that now they're getting, because it also allows KLVJ to be now aggressive. With the help of the Popol and Koopa, they're be able to push so much. That's such an aggressive flicker in there from Greed, but maybe it's just for zoning, as they were just wanting to push the turret onto the bottom lane anyways.
Yeah, good decision there on the flicker. It's not a wasted flicker because they did manage to convert it into an objective. And with that being said, Renzio is going to be completely bursted out here by this 3-man rotation here.
Wow.
Over the top lane. Mid lane, though, is where the action is at. Goes for the wild charge, secures JP. And JP will not be available to fight here. Guardian's barrier to deter any pushes from happening. Again, and a bit of a sandwich here as a maximum charge takes down Fusaken. And Onic PH, they're really out for blood here, looking for kills. And they're going to be disengaging.
And KLVJ is this is what we saw during the finals of MPL Season 5. The positioning coming out from KLVJ's Kimmy. Imagine a lot of jumpers coming out from Onic PH. There's Stellar, there's the Unstoppable Force, there's like Falling Star Moon, and they have all the initiation in the world, but KLVJ doesn't even need to pop the flicker. Not even touched. And I think that's massive. Although, I would say, very big victory though for Onic PH.
Very big victory from Onic PH, and it's 1,000 gold lead by them, and they managed to secure two turrets over at the top side. So free reign all over this turtle that's spawning in a few seconds. But I don't think Sunsparks is going to be letting go of that, because KLVJ will need that turtle buff in order for them to start shoving out this mid lane. There goes the burst out by Jay. Jay kind of greedy there. Did not have to go for that fight, but it is a trade for a trade here. A kill for a kill, but it is a 1-for-2 trade. And Sunsparks still coming out on top there. Kind of detrimental for Jay to dive in straight there, trying to assassinate KLVJ while KLVJ was properly protected by Greed and JP.
So weird. Actually, Jay went for the Bayaknu. Jumps once again. There's the follow-up ejectors. They want to go for the Popol and Koopa. And some mission accomplished for Onic PH. Well done. Nice assassination in front of the king. They want to secure this turtle area as well. They don't have nobody has retribution, but it will be taken by KLVJ, though the better taker in there, as they take down the Cho. Fusaken with the initiation, only Cho the Guardian's Barrier. Really good block coming out from Fusaken as he stops Renzio. Fusaken as jump, and now KLVJ challenged by Jay. Trying to evade some of those shots coming from KLVJ, will be able to do so. Greed just respawned and just went in the fray, will be taken out. Wise is safe. Even after a very good lockdown with the ultimate from KLVJ. Now you can see the tables have turned. Onic PH not committing the mistakes anymore and getting the better clashes.
This is what we expected from Onic PH during the start of this series, and they're finally showing up. Very good. Just like what you said, that was a very good wall off by Fusaken. Quickly converted it into 4 kills onto the side of Onic PH, and you can never ask for anything better than that. Even though the turtle was secured by Kimmy and Kimmy was left alive, Kimmy won't be able to push out because she is such a vulnerable hero that even a Jawhead can pretty much take her on 1v1. What more with this entire Onic PH lineup that's just breathing down her neck.
Breathing down her neck, indeed. How do you say this? It's more of a mental battle than it is of the in-game mechanics that you're having troubles with the Natalia. That we always say that KLVJ, one of the better hero players to do so, to play the Kimmy. It's one thing to survive all of those initiations from day, but also one thing to not be able to farm because of a flicker versus flicker battle, as the Cho is gonna be eliminated. Yeah, and in comes, okay, nice dash out from KLVJ as they run away from Iyaknu. But Nomad, so many good dashes and initiations, nobody died in that specific clash.
Yeah, a lot of A lot of skills being expended, but it doesn't matter. Cooldowns are quite fast. Jay's gonna be in the back line trying to once again assassinate KLVJ. No, those are not good calls by Jay. That might just be the way that Sunsparks might turn the tides here. I mean, I get that Jay can pretty much almost do a full combo onto KLVJ and he falls down. But when KLVJ is protected by this greed, this Popol and Koopa that can really shut him down as soon as he shows himself, and Raflesia as well on this Kufra, there's no way that he's gonna make it out alive there with a kill.
Yep, Fuzaken having to use the ultimate because of that. Nice Guardian's Barrier though. Just so to make sure that their retreat will be complete. And there's two arguments for this, for Jay, for Natalia, I mean. There's this greed kind of playstyle wherein it's okay to die almost like 10 times in a game, but if you land that crucial kill on the late game, during the late game on very important hero, all the mistakes that you made, all your arguments, all your over-aggression you made is already erased. And the other argument is just you're just feeding. We'll see at the end of the match, is this just Jay feeding or is this saved up for something else?
I mean, Jay is still proving to be a valid Go member here with just being able to be a walking ward, so to speak. But regardless, information is still information, and Sunsparks can and Onic PH can mount out an offensive. With that being said, looking at how the gold is working for Onic PH, it's really almost a one-sided game for them. Well,
but this is still Sunsparks.
Yeah.
And you can't blame me from feeling like this. I mean, you have to understand, to all of our viewers out there, you have to understand that we've watched so many Onic versus Sunsparks games that Sunsparks are always winning even when they are behind. That's one thing that you should understand. This is a lead that was well established by Onic PH, but it doesn't mean a thing until the last stage P falls. And that's one thing that we should be looking at. I would say though, so many good stuff already for Onic PH. Yakno is doing great, 1-0 and 5. Wise is also doing great. And Fuzaken is playing so comfortably with this Grok.
And this Grok onto Fuzaken, we've seen this time and time again, very, very effective Grok player. Would argue better than some of the other Grok players that we have in the MPL PH. Just by the fact that his timings on Guardian's Barrier are more than enough to deter any comebacks from happening or any table turning from happening. But top lane, nice rage onto Iaknu. And Iaknu will be able to make it out alive. No kill conversion there. So that's at least 30 seconds that no initiates are available here for Sunsparks aside from JP.
But that's Purify that they burned, and I think that they're happy burning that Purify for Iaknu. As Jay just pokes, and has to be really careful. Dilar mans up against 3 members of Sunsparks, not the best case, but Wise is there, ready for the punish. Iaknu is there as well. They jump in with Dilar. Now they take down the Cho, and now Esmeralda is far too deep, but he's tanking through. This is Esmeralda anyways, and even Rafisha is having a lot of trouble jumping onto Wise. Wise takes them down. Very bad spot for Wise, but with this one Phantom Step, they are able to run away unpunished, unscathed, and they take out the turret in the middle as well. So this is just a planned aggression coming out from Onic PH that they needed to make chaos so that on the other part of the map they would be able to take the objective.
Speaking of objectives, that is the Lord being eyed out by Onic PH in order for them to at least deliver the finishing blow. But just like what Wolf said, it ain't over until the base is gone, because we saw this during MPL Season 4 where where Sunsparks were losing in the grand finals, but they managed to make it out alive last minute. There goes the wild charge though by Fuzaken, and he manages to survive against 5 members here of Sunspark. And he hurts. Nice Guardian's Barrier. Jay will try to assassinate KLVJ once again, but he's not
from
gonna
the
be making
backline,
that. Oh!
No words to describe that. Timing from Wise. Jay gonna be punished because of this. The jump in that they want to go for the kill onto Wise. Wise dives through and will be shut down, but Iaknu now comes. Falling Starmoon onto 3 members. No kill just yet as Dilar as well as this Iaknu Esmeralda doesn't want to really dive the turret in there. Inhibitor onto the bottom lane as Dilar just chases JP. It's gonna be the robot versus the Kung Fu guy, but Iaknu gonna be juggling 3 members now with all the shields that she has now. Esmeralda tanks through, still survives now. Nice kiting from Greed, as a lot of members from Onic were again punished. This is a problem though. Lord has spawned. Wise, Jay, and Iaknu, they're still down.
This is... If this keeps happening for Onic PH, where they're not getting any positive trades, it may feel like Sunsparks might get a 2-0.
That's right.
They're giving away 3 kills. Jay is... I don't know what Jay is doing. I'll be honest with you there. It's really not characteristic of this Jay player. And as I say that, Sunsparks going in for the well, Onic tried to go for a counter initiate there. HP's dropping low. Who's again gonna try to chase up? Guardian's Barrier.
Guardian's Barrier.
It's gonna be expended. No wild charges expended just yet, and this is gonna be forcing Sunsparks back, and that is another great Guardian's Barrier. It's just gonna be Reflecia available in the front lines here to try to steal this.
Jay on the backlines. Oh, there you go, the kill onto the Kimmy, but that is such an overextension though from the side of the Kufra. But it's just a Kufra. Maybe he's just doing his job, but the Lord is now taken once again by Onic PH. Jump from JP, but gonna be punished by Iaknu as well as Wise. Dilar in there as well. And it seems to be over. You know what? I'm just gonna say, Jay, again, it doesn't matter how many deaths you get as a Natalia. If you let the crucial kill, the last possible clash, you will win it for your team, and that's what he did against KLVJ. Now Reggie gonna be pummeled down by Yakto and the gang as Wise is just hurting too much with this carry.